mid laners they have, because the support and jungles have been very, very important in controlling the vision. Scuttle Crabs plus the wards around mid lane have really been...
Going up, Expect does have flash. They want to hit Smeb backwards. That spear missing hurts.
Skill shot missed, sidestep from the trap, and Smeb's going to continue to get ran down. Very good flash pin. That needed one extra summoner spell to secure the kill.
And that's the thing. I'm actually extremely disappointed in Smeb for pushing some early pressure going.
Steps on the trap, uses that unbreakable as Trick once again shows his face, but this is good pressure. Flash forward, Trick bounces away, red buff is on, here comes Peanut, javelin toss forward, Perks is running out of mana, not gonna get the kill, Trick goes down!
Perks,
Ooh, this Expect does have flash, and Kuro does not.
Oh, Kuro's pinned against the wall, should be able to get a Chaos Storm down, grounded, Expect gets rooted up, throws down the hammer, and they trade 1 for 1. Expect just took far too much damage.
absolutely. That was a strange moment right here with Rumble in the bottom lane and a bunch of summoners burned. This could actually be the first turret.
Equalizer is available.
It's a scary flash double knock-up equalizer. G2 are down. They get rooted. Gorilla's looking for more. The tower's being focused, but Expect has been left uncontended. But it's 4 versus...
And is really far behind as far as items go. You'd expect the Nidalee to be a half item ahead of them at this point. And look at the deep control ROX have within the jungle.
That vision I just mentioned being set up by ROX Tigers, they capitalize on it, and they're going to chain turrets. This, you don't even have to worry about flash, you can get right into range.
Oh, Perks takes himself an Electro Harpoon, Glacial Fissure, that connects onto prey. Gorillas throwing down the Unbreakable Will, traps come out, Expects, teleported in from behind, gets a 2-man knockup with a verdict, they've got themselves the cow, but Expect goes down in reply. 1 for 1, and G2 are running away. That choke point was so deadly.
Yeah, I like the teleport. A while since we fought too, since all summoner spells are up right now. Also another thing to keep in mind with the top lane matchup.
Whoa! Is Perks, and Perks flashes backwards. Petrifying Gaze finds nobody, but Siphon Power does. Peanut gets a pick, and now ROX Tigers 5v4 for 40 seconds.
All eyes on.
Much faster.
30-minute Baron attempt on the hunt for spin and flash.
This is the pressure on G2 now. Are they going in?
Keeper's verdict, flash away from Peanut in the pit. It's picked up by ROX, but what can G2 do? Trick is looking for Gorilla, Expects the one that gets the kill. Prey's left alone. He should get stunned up and taken down. Javelin toss won't connect. 2 kills for G2. They've got a small window to play with.
Expect came up huge, but Trick didn't go.
But then they'd be afraid of the zone control from ROX, so they're just kind of taking poke.
Man is in trouble. Sonic Wave delivers Perks to the team. Petrifying Gaze stuns nobody. The verdict sends out only Kuro, but it's not enough. Mithy's already dead. Ace in the hole almost kills Trick. Inhibitor number 1 falls. Inhibitor number 2's already down. And ROX Tigers, they're looking on the Nexus. G2 need to defend. This is for their tournament lives. G2 trying to...
out. They'd have to go. There's the teleport.
Teleport being channeled. Expects coming in from behind, but what will we anticipate? Expect puts a steadfast present. He's looking for Kuro. The Glacial Fissure into Keeper's verdict, but there's no damage follow-up. Perks can't find a target. Kuro's on a killing spree. Sven follows. There's no DPS for G2. There's no more tournaments for G2. Expects running away. He's not going to get burned just yet. 2 members of G2 are dead. ROX Tigers have super minions pushing to the base and a massive minion wave down bottom.
G2 had to try, but ROX knew that as well and were absolutely ready for that initiation. No one gets stunned up against the wall. They layer their equalizer after G2 have initiated, and they win the fight handily.
The 3rd inhibitor is the target. Expects trying to push away Kuro. Super minions are on the Nexus base. The European chances, the European champions, they're falling apart. There's nowhere left to go. Perks is on the front line, dodges an Electro Harpoon, flashes the second. Nexus turret number 1 is down. ROX peel away from the kills. ROX Tigers turn onto the Nexus, and the ROX Tigers eliminate G2 Esports from Worlds 2016.
And while it's rough for G2, that's exactly the way ROX wanted to start their day. It wasn't a total stomp, but they were never substantially behind in this game, and they executed their team play in the mid and late game to achieve victory.
And with that, the Tigers are the first team in the group to really establish themselves at the top. They've broken that tie for now until the next game, which is coming up very shortly. 3-1 now from them, though, sitting at the top.
And that, of course, means G2, they cannot advance. They cannot advance to the quarterfinals. Yeah. One of the next 2 teams has to pick up a win, meaning they mathematically cannot make it out.
Very disappointing for G2, but they can...
5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
Because, you know, that was one of the biggest things for me for CLG in their huge victory was not only the roaming of Huhi, but also Aframu on the Alistar. He had 100% kill participation pre.
Nox is fighting back in a pretty big way. CLG has the map position, but they don't have the health bars. They're just getting hit as they're walking in, and it's hard to gain an advantage that way.
Afro definitely has to play very careful now. He's squishy on Nami. Stixay, though, dealing a lot with that culling.
Here's Steos. Where's the Tempered Fate? He's caught himself.
He has no flash either.
Afro moves the target. No flash. Too early on the light binding.
Oh.
End of the line. And Licrit takes down Afro. Look at the control now.
Be careful about running into Fog of War, though. Chasing into an Elise.
Oh, yeah, but Huhi's going without Elise.
He
misses. Huhi's down. Steos is looking for more. Licrit's joined the fight. Tempered Fate's up in a second, but Smithy's hugging the tower.
Should continue to farm, and Steos is just really arriving at the right time to all these waves.
Oh, Stixay, he gets exhausted. Good boomerang. Stixay's running for his life. Tempered Fate. Look for the target to hit. Oh! Stixay's down. A Miracle and Licrit take them out. Afro's the target. He goes golden. Licrit's not going to find the stun this time round. Flash for flash. Teleport came down from Dashan. He's coming in from the river. Afro's looking to chase. The tidal wave's thrown out, but Kira's going to look to interrupt. Now there's a 3-on-3. Licrit helps the race of the dragon. Not going to work out. Dashan's pinned against the wall. No teleport for Smurf. It's not available. They've traded 1-for-1. Dashan's down. Kira will go shortly. They end up trading a 1-for-2. In fact, Spidey senses tingling.
Yeah, Smurf definitely does. Ooh, actually, Afro was caught.
And he hit. Oh, very good bubble. Doesn't matter, though. 2-1-1.
And what's Licrit doing taking that kill? He was dead to rights without a flash, and Steos just had to come out of the stasis. But Albus Nox right now, they're actually going for a play mid.
Well, not going to work out. He's going to be able to accelerate away. We jump up top. Smurf, he's looking to challenge. He's gone toe-to-toe. There's a minion line, though. Smurf is going to taxi away. Dashan's looking for a shot blast. We jump back to the river. Tidal wave's been used. Afro and Stixo running. Look at the death ray. Licrit's over the back line. Collateral damage takes out Stixo. The record with the ROX Tigers at the top of the group.
Yep, they catch Huhi.
It's out, pin onto Afro move. Afro's down. Huhi gets knocked up into the air. He's exhausted. Albus Nox have comboed everything perfectly. Licrit gets another. They take another tower, and now Xmithy's the target. Chaos Storm's gonna run him down. Xmithy, he's pinned. Albus Nox, 9 kills to 2, and they're peeling back for Baron.
And they're such clean. Dashan can somehow pull off a miracle.
Shock blast, acceleration gate, that's what Dashan needs to do. There's a couple of abilities over the wall. Albus Nox, they've got vision. Smurf, not gonna go just yet. They've stopped the Baron. Gotta look to burst it. Blocked off. Not gonna work out. Baron to Albus Nox at 25 minutes.
Just a fully supportive Karma, and they're also 10,000 gold behind. So really, Albus Nox is just running in circles right now. Bard ultimate lands, they go in.
Tempered Fate catches Aframu. They're going to take him down. Turn the attention over to the tower. Chaos Storm is ripping through Counter Logic Gaming. And Albus Nox, they've turned their attention onto the inhibitor turret. Looking at the objective, trying to put pressure down. No one from CLG can defend. And it's pressure on multiple lanes. Albus Nox, open up the base. Another tower down. An inhibitor falls. And Albus Nox, they're going to take even more. The top lane's falling. The rest of CLG, they're looking to get one back. Kira's the target. CLG still haven't killed him. Licrit's going to sidestep the bubble. Aqua Prison not going to lock him down. Dashan flashes forward. Keepers
right now with that supportive build, and there's stacked AD everywhere else.
Steos eats a cocoon. Culling comes up, but Stixay's running low.
3 minutes.
It's Albus Nox Luna with a miracle, and he's looking for more. Smurf gets a kill. CLG are rooted. They're running for their lives. The third inhibitor of the game is falling, and Albus Nox Luna now have super minions. They've set their targets on the Nexus turrets, and I don't think CLG can defend this one. Albus Nox from the CIS, from the LCL, they are doing what no wildcard team has done before. Albus Nox Luna have got one giant foot in the door to Chicago on the way to the quarterfinals.
And this was their most impressive win by a wide margin. This was a 30-minute stomp of CLG.
A historic victory here for Albus Nox. Very, very impressive. Standard composition, punishing mistakes over and over.
Yeah, we talked about the things the teams would do to adapt to Albus Nox. Block their brand, block the Anivia, don't let them sneak Baron. CLG did those things, but they didn't even come close to preventing them from winning this game.
That's fantastic sportsmanship there as Licrit and A Miracle give Afro.
5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
The longest pick and ban phase we've had at Worlds. I think every single team waited until the last second to finish those lock-ins. So a lot of discussion going on between these teams trying to counter each other's picks.
And we talked about the front line.
Yeah, and it actually feels like Expect doesn't quite have the necessary ward here. They should have been expecting the gank. He overheats and goes for Darshan.
A lot of damage. Minions as well. Electro Harpoon's coming out. Expect is now going to turn his attention to Xmithy. Forced to flash away. Trick's looking for more. End of the line. Flash! The buckler is going to get the kill, but I held my breath.
Yeah, exactly, because Darshan...
They will get a blue buff, and at least some pressure on the top half of the map. Look at the mini-map, though. Perks and Trick, they've now got to get away. Teleport from Darshan in the top tower. Xmithy's knocked away. Ooh, he's flashed forward. Emo Plague's down. Trick is running for his life. Ragnarocking away. Perks will go down. Sends out the balls, but Xmithy survives.
And that is so similar to the way the Vladimir Cinder matchup played
back in your favor. They don't do it and only got about half of that turret, whereas Darshan up top got to even up the CS.
Oh, here comes Trick. He's ghosted in. Stixay's got a flash already used. Pick up the axe. Afro throws down the Fisher, but the kill's donated. Sven's looking for more. He's already used his true shot barrage. CLG have got their third.
Trick just running head first into his own demise. How was that ever going to work? They had the heal up and he just dies.
Expect is running for his life. He's open. Costing on the tournament. Mithy's gonna be in trouble in just a moment.
A lot of trouble.
Quick draw over the wall. End of the line. Should be able to bounce shortly. Collateral not even gonna get needed. Who he picks up the kill. This leaves Sven in a terrible position. He should be able to flash over the wall and does. The rest of CLG turn their sights to the tower. Tower first blood is the target and they should be able to get it.
Yeah, and whenever you see who he roaming around outside of lane, if he can
From spring to summer, but have just not found consistency for their top lane play. Stixay sports out. It's going to get blocked. Afromu saves the day. Puts up the wall. Stixay flashes to safety. Glacial Fisher comes down. Afro's still buying time. And somehow CLG have survived. Darshan's able to complete the teleport. He's joined the fight. Huhei is looking for Perks. Perks flashes over the wall. There is a kill onto Mithy. G2 have lost another. Perks is running for his life. Equalizer available for Expect. Decent enough stun as Afro catches it, but there's no more follow-up for G2.
Mithy was pixels away from
the tiebreakers. They're through as first place in the group. No one can stop any of those teams except each other. So CLG, if they win this, would still need to be able to beat ROX, and they'd be in a pretty safe spot. That's trouble, though.
It's a dragon for Afromu's life, and G2 had to throw.
They still have the Rumble ultimate to threaten and at least push CLG off.
Collateral damage, curtain call as well. Tower still stands down low. Mithy's in trouble. Curtain call dealt so much, and Perks is rooted in place. Stixay gets a kill. Now Mithy dies as well. G2, they're just falling apart. And CLG, they're looking to set up a counter.
Slowly gaining advantages. Sven's up though, trying to defend.
Now, Darshan's going to go toe-to-toe with Expect. Hop in a little bit wide. Darshan's going to start to overheat soon. Another pin against the wall. Darshan's looking for more. There's flashes available for both. Not going to get rooted, and Stixay is donated a kill.
And yes, Darshan made some good plays there, but Expect is not playing at the top of his game. He allowed Darshan to walk up and get a wall stun from nothing there.
Absolutely did. Xmithy failed flashes, finds the wall. Mithy's looking to run it down. Two-shot barrage, gets the kill, but Darshan finds Perks, pins him against the wall with the heroic charge. Sven can't run away. He's got red buff trying to do some damage, but it's now or never. Who he pulls up, Sanguine's away. Trick is the target, should get rooted by the Braum passive. Stixay gets the damage onto Sven. Deadly flames.
Oh, he's actually not even going to run for it.
Sneak through it.
And he missed the cheeky attempt. Gets rooted in place.
He did it!
Pillar of ice. Right, Mithy.
Always remember the day.
You almost caught Mithy. And again it happens. Sven this time around.
Really bad for
CLG. Afro who survives, doesn't die to the undertow. Trick, however, is running for his life. Who he's been able to turn it around. Expect completes the teleport, holds on to his equal. Else invested here from G2, but CLG, they pull the trigger. It starts with 4 trigger pulls on the curtain call. He's in a little bit of trouble. Very good forward play. Wow, root onto Sven. He might just go down. Survives the ultimate. Now who is the focus? Perks gets shut down. Doshan comes in from the side. That's the tower falling. And CLG have got minions to work with. Expect can use that equalizer. Does it to clear out the wave. Doshan's not done. Expects the target. He'll get stunned and killed. Huhi is unstoppable. Doshan finds two. Trick is running for his life. Ragnarok is up. Sven rejoins the fight with full health and mana. The Pillar of Ice
still alive,
slows down CLG. CLG still trying to back away. Mithy's going to be the target. Not going to get killed just yet.
That's freaking too risky.
Yeah.
They decided to go for the tower dive instead, and they're still sticking around.
Well, the Baron could have been started. They're just going to continue to go in.
This could be the game-winning play. Mithy's going to die on the side. Dashan's running him down. Stixace goes unstoppable as well. That's a kill. He trades his life, though. It's not done yet. Expect's looking on the back line. Stixace should be able to pick this up. Overheat. Expect doesn't have the damage. It's a messy fight once again. Perks is looking for more. He's found Afro move. Stixace low. Dashan slams Perks into the wall. And G2 lose 4.
Darshan gets the kill in the end as well, and that will be a CLG Baron on top of it.
That's the bloodbath we've been waiting for as far as G2 throwing themselves at CLG and CLG willing to stand strong and fight back. G2 saw a window there where they thought they could get some kills.
This is one of the games where they didn't perform counter logic to their expectations. They were expected to win, and they're doing so fairly well. Look how easy this is. Sven's just being run down by Huhi. Equalizer should at least kill the minions. Sven is down. Perks to follow. 2 members of G2 are dead. Huhi does not care. He's charging up those tides of blood. Trick looks to run down Stixace. This might not work, though. Trick's looking for more. Stixace got the heal, the shield, the back away, the stun onto Trick. Deadly Flourish roots him down, and Stixace survives the one-on-one with the support of his team.
Huhi annihilated Sven in that fight, and then no one else on G2 could pick up a single kill. This is probably the push to end the game.
CLG bounced back with a dominating victory over G2.
Counter Logic Gaming sits at the top of the group at 3 wins, and CLG have 1 fight left before they qualify for the quarterfinals.
And this group continues to be interesting. Yes, CLG lost to Albus Nox Luna, but you wonder what type of Titan ROX really is after the way all of these games have been falling out. G2 had a bigger lead against ROX than they did against any other team in the group, and I still think there is so much to be decided. CLG proved that you can never fully count them out until they are officially mathematically eliminated, and they have 1 game left in standard play against ROX, which will happen later.
5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
Now you can play it against some of these hard-engaged melee supports, but it's not easy to dominate early on, and we are in a meta where strong lanes are heavily favored. Being able to
take that pick away, and Peanut's feeling the pressure. Smurf feeling the same though in top as here we go mid. All of a sudden the action Q's getting in. Stay on center, that's first blood for ANX.
And that is so big for ANX right now. Blue buff reset on Stales. He's going to be able to sustain. Does not benefit from.
Oh my god, goes in again. Good stun, but Kuro's going to get reset on. Dive perhaps incoming. Kira puts out the Hemo Blade. Kuro's dead again. Hemo Blade goes off, and that's enough for the kill.
no summoner spells in the mid lane, and Koro is on the show.
Everything's probably going to reset right now. Licrit does want to get some vision down, but hold on.
Flashing onto Gorilla, does get the ball in. Headbutt there. Peanut going to look for the wraparound with the kick as well, but a great double stun might save him. Ward hops in. Licrit keeping himself alive for so long, but Kuro with the stun gets himself a much-needed kill.
Lost from the ROX Tigers, but the side lanes are doing perfectly fine right now.
Pressure again, though, as Peanut's going to look for a line onto the Q. Good pillar. Q's going to miss. Peanut, how did that happen? Smeb going to follow flash, but Stales is getting out of that.
Oh no, Smeb.
Going to get collapsed on now as well. Smurf going to chase him down. Kira's here, tied to block with a slow. Smeb goes down, and Peanut misplays. That almost never happens, and now he's
Punished for it. Red buff, well, Peanut.
Oh, that's gross. He smites it away, but the kick's in for Peanut. Stales too far. This time, Peanut going to chase him. Autos him down after the ward up, but here's a dive mid. Licrit's there with the ulti, and Kuro goes down. That was amazing from the Taric, and they might get away with it as well. Gorilla going to try and chase it out. Peanut snipes this time. Licrit heals himself, but it's not enough. And Peanut's starting to make plays after that little blunder.
Yeah, and Peanut bounces back.
Not
those
done.
Mistakes, but Gorilla.
Very nice.
Shielding as many members as possible, and again, look for them to just dive onto someone like Kuro.
They want something here. Kira ulti's on to Smeb. He's going to dive and zone the backline away. Ulti from Tarek's going to keep them alive, but Gorilla caught out in the front trying to make a play. Maybe gets his way out as Liquid actually in the front side. Smeb takes him down. Peanut kicks in Smurf. And ROX do get the pick.
Know what to do when the fight breaks out.
Yeah, and they honestly just completely outplayed the enemy in that team fight. That wasn't supposed to be an easy 1-for-0, and that's it. But Albus were very split up. Kira dived in too early, just alone. Smith wasn't even in position to follow him. Dragon is being started.
Very persistent, but Steos going to get stunned up here. Gorilla picks him off, and Smed gets another kill. They'll get the Drake to the ball, but ROX are continuing to make plays. Do they find one? They found Liquid. Great kick in into the pulverize for the alley-oop, and see you later. Tarek, oh! The flash not enough. Nice crit from Prey.
Yep, and now it looks like they're going to rotate to try to get the top tower, but...
You play Poppy against Trundle, you want to leave that lane as much as possible and TP into team fights. Because that's where you have value as a Poppy.
And one of the things that... Oh, well, hold that thought.
Prey actually getting cold here. Liquid looking for a stun. Miracle flashes in. Aggressive play, but it works out. Prey just caught farming alone.
Have a lot of wave clear, so they're heavily reliant on ultimates and summoners to penetrate towers.
Flash order from Smurf slows down Smurf. Good ulti. No, he gets kicked out of the way. How did that work? Is Prey gonna still chase him down? Trap slate everywhere.
Traps?
Oh my god, he runs the line. And Prey's got red buff, but Steos is here. They're gonna turn it around. Prey almost gets shot, but Kira flashes in. ANX just turned it on its head, and Peanut slammed into the wall. ANX turned it up for the double.
This is insane! They're actually beating the ROX Tigers right now. 3 members chased for Smurf, but the traps came down late. 2 guys get knocked away. Baron is being started now.
They might actually be able to get this. I don't think that the ROX Tigers are in position to deny, and it doesn't even look like they're going to try to do it. So ROX going to fall back, concede their turrets, and try to pick this up in the later stages of the game. But ANX doing the honestly, that would be pretty bad because they're not in position to take it. And a siege happening here on tier 2. No ultimate, though, on Lucian.
Puppy! Burst in, he finds Prey. That's a flash out instantly. Liquid flashes forward, looking for the stun. Doesn't get it. Turret is going to fall in amongst the mess, but Liquid's going to go down as well. Prey sniping up, but Smeb's into the wall. That's a kill 1-for-1. ANX going to take one more down.
In the end, they get a 1-for-1. A bit of a sloppy engage from Albus and Oxaluna here. Didn't actually manage to get just highlighted with a lot of early touches.
Kira flashes up, Protobolt's forward. Finds the 2 carries with Hemo play. Gorilla locked up again. Peanut trying to find a way in, but the ulti from Tarek says no. And the flashing from Liquid's going to get the stun. Steos gets one as Kuro goes down. Gorilla lowers Peanut's forced to get out of their Prey. Doing good damage here on the backline. ANX can't get too antsy here, but Gorilla goes back in, finds the pole and flashes out because he's got no ulti. But Smurf rides his way in, going absolutely nuts. Finds a few as Prey forced to get up, but Miracle flashes in now, and ANX bulldozed down mid lane.
Further behind.
Here's the pressure starting off. ANX have just gone for the Baron ROX. Get all the wards in there. Peanut might have to find another smite. ANX gonna force their hand. Peanut cues in, has tagged him, but Smurf
away.
Ready with the keeper's verdict. Kira and Liquid are 2v2ing on the other side, and Peanut, he's got no fight. Peanut, get in! Goes in for it again!
No, Kuro got it!
The Kuro! And ROX, they keep the dream alive!
Kuro with the Hail Mary.
Any sort of place around him. Right now, it's not.
Yeah, ROX had plenty of vision in the back there as Kira
nice.
is
Soloing.
soloing. Smurf's going to join him. He doesn't have that much DPS, and Smurf's just going to breeze by it. Kira still going, but he took too much damage there.
That was a little unnecessary. Is he still trying to do it?
Yeah, he's actually juggling the aggro. And we talked about surprising plays from ANX. This is one of them.
Oh my, and ROX doesn't have any idea. This is going to be Elder Dragon.
Oh my god, they found out! ROX, they have to make it down ASAP, but it's too late. Steos spears it. And ANX steal a ROX.
Here's Peanut.
It might even be worth fighting over, but ANX, they're going to try and take it here. Can they get the fight? Kira gets bursted down. Kuro manages to take him out, but now it's a 4v5. Kuro getting jumped on, almost gets solid as Peanut slammed into a wall, and the GA is going to get popped. Big ulti from Tarek to keep him alive, but Prey gets exhausted and still does so much damage. Smeb going to try and clean house, and Miracle needs to kite for his life. Smurf going to get caught up there, and ROX turn it around for a 4-1 team fight. Smurf, that GA is down. He will get popped by Baron spikes. And they're just going to chase him down again. Smurf, can he take one down? No, he can't as he gets ulted. Eat out there by Syndra, and that's another kill. Miracle the only one to get away.
Kira had no pool. He had already used it on the engage from Gorilla, and then finally Kuro got in a position to actually take him down together with the rest of ROX Tigers. So that's a 1-team fight in the late game because Albus, again, were so split up. That's a Baron.
Here, Kira with the damage. Gorilla going to follow in, and that's going to be a kill. 5v4 now for ROX as Kira going to have to protober out to safety. Does heal a lot here. Pina looking to re-engage.
Into the enemy base, and then you start going towards Baron one more time.
Kira. And Gorilla finds one, but there's the ulti. Kira going to eat Kura's ultimate, but Liquid finds Kura with the stun. And it's going to have to back away. Tarek ulti does time out and pray. Dodges out of his spear. Smurf is pretty tanky. Pina, we're going to try and find a way back in, but this could turn on a dime. Smurf in the front lines, biting through the front members. And Gorilla tries to go in, but he gets blocked by Poppy. Blocked again from Pina. ANX, they're going to turn it around, and there's Gorilla. He goes down.
They get one kill for now. Who's coming?
Yeah, and there's no Mountain Drake here. Caitlyn does deal a lot of damage, but
they can't.
Oh no.
Smeb gets summoned into the wall. He's got the GA, but ROX, they need to 5v4. Smeb getting it out. He flashes out to safety. Steos getting destroyed by Prey.
Oh.
And he gets a kill. 4v4 now. Prey might be able to keep it going. Smeb puts up the W as Kira going to chunk back down. This
Bottom lane, in the base of the ROX Tigers, they're trying to get one of these big objectives.
Smurf caught them. They're actually going for the Baron. ANX will do this quite quickly. I think Smurf maybe caught one. He's looked to Peanut here. He's going to keep his verdict out of the way. Peanut does dodge that one, but the Snud's going to keep him against the wall.
Get in there.
Fight.
He's coming.
Peanut's looking for it. Smurf going to try and keep him out. Peanut wants it. Throws the needle. Goes back in. Peanut looking for the steal. He doesn't. One more time.
Steos is dead. There is no smite from Alpha's Nux.
he wants to get that bottom inhibitor in. I think he's... Oh no.
Oh, Carrillo looks for it, finds a flash, gets a pole 1 and 2. Liquid here to save them though. Has to burn the ultimate. Kira back in there. Gets Prey in the Hemo playing against Smurf. Gonna try and kick them out. He gets one. Oh my god, the Indian goes down. Pina trying to count a miracle, but Prey's dead. That might be enough. Kira is gonna fall down as well. 4v4 and Prey went down.
And you got the super minions here already.
You're kidding me! Gorilla trying to defend again, but Smurf keeps Kura out of the fight. And ANX, they just need a little more, but that's not enough. Steos jumped on again. Gorilla with a huge play. Fights him with the pulverize, and a Miracle cutting it out, but he's actually going to get out of the way here. So much there is the more's going to pop, and Miracle still fighting in. Needs to
Save that carry!
Going to try and get down. He needs to save the Smurf. Gets him with the play.
He's alive!
Gorilla gets denied by Smurf. Miracle! Are you kidding me? That's exactly what they gave them. And ANX, they might have enough here. Smurf caught again, and you've got to be kidding me.
We still got minions pushing in. There's one Nexus turret on about 20% HP. Lucian is still alive, but so is Kuro here on the Syndra, trying to get the GA.
Smurf lived. Barely. But ANX get one stun. The GA goes down. Oh. Smurf gonna come back in. He's gonna flush out. Smurf gonna try and get up, but Smurf gonna get stunned up, and that's another kill.
Get your first Baron of the game and buff these minions.
Yep, two-man Baron. It's gonna go over to ANX. So that will be nice stats, because right now when everyone's at 6 items, it's really difficult.
Flash now. You can come back out and be a big
Miracle,
playmaker.
no! Oh, Peanut doesn't find it. Smurf finds Peanut, actually, but Prey still doing damage as Gorilla makes his way back in. Smurf gonna tie one up, but Smurf is gigantic in the front of the fight. Smurf gonna stun him against the rubble, but that's not enough either.
But the minion.
Oh my god, the Nexus is open.
They got ZZ Rod minions trying to stop these minions from hitting the actual Nexus. They're killing all the ZZ Rod Voidlings first, and now everyone is fighting as well.
Go for it, I think they have to. Fight goes in, but Kura snipes on him. Miracle still keeping alive again. Nexus open, Kira trying to take down Prey, but the Nexus just a little too much for Liquid. Going for it, the hero of ANX. And it's not enough just yet. ROX still alive again.
All these minions are hitting the Voidlings still. The Nexus is
go! He's
the greatest time.
He's gonna get They did it! Oh my god, they did it!
ANX just took down the ROX Tigers.
Let that sink in. Albus Nox Luna just took down the ROX Tigers, and I'm challenging them for the #1 spot in Group A.
That was one of the best late game rotations at the very end. And they did it. They out-macroed the ROX Tigers in a late game, and you can't take this away from them. This was a 67, almost a 70-minute game. Their movements were so good, and I thought they were going to try.
5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
Yeah, exactly. Relia falling behind is completely useless. There's
Oh my god, he looked in prom.
All right, I guess. Whatever. We don't need Brand here.
Very standard. He's like, you know what? It's my last game. I want to win and get our team
They're gonna
first.
move around the corner. Sven is gonna go back, and he's gonna face check.
This feels
Oh,
very...
they put
Oh
one
no,
on
the
him.
ward's there, but Spencer...
Where are you gonna
Oh,
go?
that was
Where are you gonna go?
Exhaust is down. Mithy can't save him, and that'll be first blood. Who gets it? It is a miracle.
And we said in the last game that a lot.
In the top lane already, though, for G2.
Ooh, looks like a big fight is about to happen.
Wow.
Yes, expect with TP.
They also maybe got expecting to try and make a play snare up there, so Rappel might save him. Liquid going back in, but he's caught out of position. That's a kill for Expect. Very key pickup for the top laner of G2.
Well, they get cleared by Smurf after Expect recalled again to get the phage, and now he's gonna get ganked.
Oh, flash in there, but he's actually gonna get stunned after a cocoon chain in very nicely. Expect gonna get it turned around. Transcendent Blaze might be enough to save his life. He needs the help, but it is not enough.
Kind of slow down this mid-game spike from Albus Nox Luna, and not just sit back and let them get the items.
They have started again. It's 2v2 soon, but Trick makes it their first. Kira stunned up there by Perks, I believe, but now Steos is gonna keep them out. And they're going to keep trading in. Steos, bit of damage there from the Q. Now it's to Rappel. Get to a pink ward, I believe. Very creative, and Smurf's down here now. Expect hasn't made it in time. The stun's going to move in. Trick does go down, and Perks gets stunned as well. ANX just collapsed first, but Expect going to try and play clean up. Smurf getting greedy. He wants to kill his Perks. Flashes out of the way, and Expect does turn it around for a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, and there's that counter gank.
It is for Jace, really. If he goes aggressive, he gets 2 seconds snared. We don't want to watch it. We're going to watch
Yeah,
Jace
Kira
die.
actually going to get soloed out. Trick destroys him as he face checks the Raptors.
What was Kira trying to do without Flash?
Well, from ANX, they bring Liquid and Kira.
Oh, and Trick doesn't know about this.
Oh no, that's bad news, Bears. Ulti's into them for a bit of style, and now Expect maybe getting himself caught here as well. He does have Flash still. Nice little juke around. He's going to try and take out Smurf, but the ulti's there. Exhaust is down, and Albus Nox get 2.
This is why I just talked about making a play in the move up there. So both supports are up here. Both junglers are here as well. That's going to be a big fight.
They're going for it actually, but Mithy's not going to make it in. Smurf going to get punted back with a cocoon. Might have tagged Expect. Mithy with a big pulverizer, and Smurf is over the ulti. Gets blocked by Bromy. Expect goes down. ANX outplay again.
Trick used everything right into the... That was just a free bot lane tower, honestly. They've been working on it for quite some time. Let's see what happens mid. He's not really going anywhere.
Good collapse. Yes, Steos just can't get out of this one. No dancing around. As Kira's going to fire out where he can, but who they want to give it to, I think they're going to donate to Perks, but Trick autos and steals it away.
Trick says, I've seen this before.
Because Expect will take that top tower and he can just TP down for a fight. As long as G2 does not get hard engaged or surprised by the cannon.
What did you say? Smurf goes in, but he gets exhausted. Damage is there, but Kira actually flashes on his Venom and forces him away for now. Perks down here as well. Damage in the front side is nice from the Horizon. Here comes Expect. Going to play clean up. Ulti is not quite enough. Wants one, doesn't get it as the Rappel moves down, and a Miracle's going to kite it out, but Kira goes down to Perks. ANX trying to run their way out because G2 are now on the offensive. Expect takes out Steos. That's 2-0 so far.
And that was a huge win for G2. The timing of the exhaust by Mithy was absolutely clutch for turning that team fight right now. And the problem is oh, and A Miracle is probably going to go down here too.
From Mithy. Finds him, and there's another one.
To Aurelia. And so right now, when Aurelia, Graves, and Sivir all have QSS,
Ooh.
You cry, I guess?
I mean, this is a little bit sad time. So Smurf pops the ulti, but blown up again as Expect just takes him out with a Blade Surge. Might even go for it, but... So he's like, you know what? I don't need mana, I just need one combo. Don't take it as squishy. It's Mithy, nice pulverize to protect his team, but ulti can attack and pops his in response. And G2 gonna waddle on out. Oh, Perks maybe with a catch. That's big damage. 2 items there for the Rise ulti. Oh, that's it! Perks! Huge play!
It's about to be Trick again. This is so aggressive, pushing in favor of you, and that's why Baron is now being started. Jungler is dead. They have zero vision of this. They're not even moving yet. Now they're actually reacting.
Yep, the jungler is dead, and with that Mountain Drake, this Baron is being shredded so quickly, and now they're going to recall ANX, and they're not making use of it.
Pretty unconventional one, but certainly a cool option, and that's sort of the story right now. G2 have everything available to them. In fact, Perks is going to go in. Kira almost going to go through, and now Perks wants it more. Looking for the crick, going to try and find it. Dustblade fucking everywhere. Oh, that's awkward. ANX trying to punish, but not going to happen. Trick gets cocoon, but Mithy going to save the day, and Expects in the backline. Going to get one. Going to look to hop down and try and get another. Aurelia goes ballistic in the team fight, and G2 might just clean house here.
And it's definitely looking like that with that minion wave up there in top lane, this is probably going to be the final push. Depth timer's too high, no ultimate up on A Miracle, so it's not like Lucian's going to be able to try to push this wave back. And it looks like G2 keeping CLG and the ROX Tigers' hopes alive to still secure that first place seed in Group A.
Very, very spicy game, but G2 will take it. ANX will pick up another loss. G2, the only winner of the tournament. They played spoiler, though. And all of a sudden, our last game is very interesting.
Definitely so. Like, next game means so much. If CLG wins the next game, ROX Tigers are out of the World Championship. Because of the 2-0 record. If the ROX Tigers win that game, they force a tiebreaker with Albus Nox Luna for first place. So super, super interesting. G2 can be happy they picked up a win in the end. 1-5 is how they finished the tournament. And that is just a very sad truth for the #1 European team.
5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
Poppy against some of these champions like Jin
There's the
and
Poppy.
Victor, late game. They can't escape, they can't run away from Poppy. She will get to them and she will CC with the ulti and just sit in front of something like a Jin.
And it feels like very safe.
Could be doing this start for
The
XMickey,
Q
but
flash
hold on.
MS.
Oh no, Peanut.
Dixie sees the summon as well. Gorilla goes in for it. Locked up again. Cocoon in for ROX Tigers. And first blood goes to Peanut.
Just talked about getting that red
Now
ball.
and expect to see that happen if Peanut's not on that side of the map. And Peanut wants blood up in top lane.
Smeb actually not level 6, but does well. Darshan down. Darshan keeping healthy with that corrupting potion, but Peanut's being very patient here. Gonna try and make something happen. Smeb baiting a little too much, perhaps. Gets himself ulti. Peanut does make it, but the Where's it? But Darshan able to claim the kill. Peanut looking for the trade. Does flash for it, and will get it.
Because of Peanut, Smeb actually hit.
Play there. Does move over and get himself the blue buff. He's starting to push in and try and roam around, but Kuro does have that first upgrade with the Hex Force, so yeah, it's really going to be that much better at clearing up those waves. But Peanut's caught here. Smithy and Afro find him and they take him down.
What a sneaky roam. Stixay came.
Intelligent play right now.
And I love the position from Afro. If you play Bard yourself, just stay around this wall here, because whenever you spot someone walk into river,
Ooh.
you can put up the portal.
Gorilla, no, could be in a bit of trouble. That's enough damage. Peanut, though, gets the kill. It will be a trade, and now Stixay caught without his flash. Flashes instantly and dodges the bullets here. He does get hit by one, but not going to matter. 1-4 trade. And up on his tail, does have his flash. First axe hits, but ROX actually now rotated around. Hui flashes in. They're going to try and take another. Now he has to move out of the way. Cocoon from Peanut. Nails the Malzahar. And Xmithy going to try and clean it up. They will get one, but Gorilla's here as well. Xmithy ghosting as best he can as Afro's here, but it's not enough to save them. Peanut not stunned either. And Afro's got his ulti. They can maybe get out here, but there's another catch. Good ult from Afro, but it nails Darshan as well.
It's on 1Q and that's it. CLG, they know that, so they're actually starting it, looking for that potential team fight.
They go for it. Gorilla goes in, actually finds Afro. Bullets there from Jids, enough for that snipe. Darshan's here, kicks one out, but Xmithy now in the thick of it does take the portal out to safety, but CLG, they don't get the Drake and they just lost Afro.
They're able to get certain advantages right now. And they are actually in the mid game when they're strong.
Oh, Gorilla again with a great combo after the flash. Hui knocked up by the Cocoon's gonna be a kill. Kuro takes it down as Darshan now in trouble. Prey gonna shoot him to pieces. Gorilla lives through it, and ROX Tiger's starting to turn it on.
Yeah, one of the things that is important to note about Hui right now is he can't play that far forward in the lane without any sort of mobility.
We'll catch again there, but Stixay could be problems. Dugget did get a snipe with an ultimate to take out Gorilla, but now gonna try and turn it on.
That's a few wards, and then you have to recall and get new ones. So it's really hard to set up vision. That's why a lot of fights always happen instead, where you can't take over a jungle. You set up for Baron, set up for Dragon, you get a ping, and then you start it.
Oh, that's a good Cocoon from Peanut. Snipe comes in, and Peanut gets his 5th kill of the game.
Yeah, and
Wild Eyes, but he has to go for Giants build. It's almost the worst feeling as a mid laner, because he doesn't need more tankiness. He needs to have some damage, because they have a good front line already.
Smeb actually in there, but a good ulti actually. They will collapse onto the Gnar, bringing out very squishy, and Smeb
Okay,
randomly dies.
that is the weirdest decision making.
Maybe he doesn't want Infernal Drake. He's still on his team. I don't want this Drake. Get away from it. I'm dead.
He's up in
Fight it in.
maybe something happened. Gorilla gonna turn it around. Big ult from Kuro. Takes down Afro, and Xmithy gets himself chased. Does burn. Oh, does keep his ultimate up, sorry.
It looks like they're going to be able to raise that tier 2. Oh, but Prey did get caught. No follow-up is possible, though. Oh, and they do get the tower.
Again, flush in. Is that enough? It is! Sticks able to take him down, and that Infernal...
The ulti didn't force anything. It's not ready for a potential fight. That means ROX can now engage and actually go in.
Got Smeb again. He got ulted up by Mal. They take him down. CLG! Starting to believe back in this game. They will take the Infernal as well.
ROX have just handed them
interesting to see Midlander's power up as well. Oh, Kuro goes in. He wants it. Smeb's here. Look for the flank. Gonna hop in. There's the passive gone. Frozen Mount gonna help out Hui. Gonna get out. He has the flash, but he gets comboed by Gorilla. Kuro commits the ultimate, and there's a kill for ROX.
Another time where Hui fight 4v5.
Yep, and one of the problems here is Smithy does not have Ghost. So he can't just run full speed ahead into that Baron pit, but hold that thought.
Doesn't know Splash, can't get over either. Afro ult, he's gonna go wide. Nah, there from Smith's gonna catch Darshan. That'll be another kill as Peanut claims it. Jin ulti's gonna try and catch Smithy. He popped the Ragnarok as well. ROX, rinse, repeat, straight back to Baron.
Not taking any chances with any smite shenanigans yet, just instantly went for more kills. Like Smithy is around, so is Stixay and Afro move, but it's 3v5. Gorilla has no flash. But if someone gets too close, he will engage.
God, Gorilla actually finds Smithy. Stixay caught up. This is next one down. Gets Kuro, flashes over, but Smeb gonna try and chase him. Stixay going massive, shuts down Smeb. And the Baron is still up for grabs here. Smithy can't get over, he's got no flash. He does take out Gorilla though, and there's another kill.
They're gonna kill them all.
The only ones left alive. Hui flashes in. Baron goes to ROX, but CLG almost wipe ROX off Summoner's Rift.
Well, let's see Praise alive.
Oh my God, Praise a beast. Takes down Afro.
Without falling further behind. And this is not a good start.
Oh, good little QSS off. Gorilla tries to go in, but Darshan does block him with creative use of the W. ROX though, sieging up with the Baron. This is tough for CLG.
It is very, very hard now. No flash on Stixay. Here's an ulti from Prey.
Kuro, very nice. And there's the blow up. Kuro takes one down. Sneb again takes the portal out. It's actually Afro's portal that he conveniently put there. And CLG, they lose the turret, forced back to this inhibitor turret.
Yeah, this is the worst that can happen for them, because now Gorilla tries to engage again.
Very nice again. Smithy forced to burn the ultimate. Hui keeping them away as best he can, but Prey is doing so much damage. Stixay, he can carry the fight, but he needs to play it perfectly.
Don't want to open up the base for a comp with an Alistar in it who can just always force fights. Darshan with a good dodge. And now it is engaged.
Oh, it's Smithy again. Good enough from Smeb. There's the kill. Peanut takes out Smithy. Sticks in Hui, they're firing away. Smeb is going to go down to Hui. Darshan lives once more in Afro. Ulti at the ready. Going to wind up the arm and try and get a pick. There it is. Fights Gorilla. The ROX 4-man strong going to look to defend. They can't really get in. A Gorilla burns down. It's not enough for the kill yet. And Afro.
ROX Tigers, one thing to highlight.
Ooh.
Actually, no.
Gorilla cleanses it off with his ultimate there. Now they're going to try and catch him. He's not that tanky even with the ultimate ticking away. And CLG get another kill. Afro, there's the ulti. Prey forced to flash. But Kuro has been caught by a teleporting Darshan. Ace in the hole's almost enough. Undertow should be very straightforward. And Smithy just straight on for the kill. Pops around him. Kuro, though, blows one back up in response.
So huge, because ROX Tigers are pushing mid lane now.
Oh, and Prey's just trying to eat their attention.
Oh no, Stixay caught, QSS is out, needs to save the day, Peanut Proto Belt's in, that's going to be him dominating as he takes down Caitlyn, and that's enough for ROX to break mid as well. Peanut doing what he can to keep them out, and Smeb just a little too strong. Afro going to get caught off here, Prey probably going to ignore him as he takes down the structures. Peanut's going to solo him instead. Smithy caught out there and dies to Smeb's damage, and ROX poised to force a tiebreaker versus Albus Nox Luna.
Got minions coming in. Darshan is the only man alive. He's trying to buy time. Just
dead.
Like, please kill me again with the GA. Try and get Hui alive. 5 seconds on the Malzahar. Darshan buying a lot of time because the Nexus turrets didn't get hit by champions just yet, but now Prey's on it, and so is Peanut. That's one turret down.
And they are going for the game. Hui is up, and Malzahar is really scary, but
Found Peanut, but he has to cancel Darshan back in again, but Hui gets the coup. Peanut blows him to pieces. He's legendary with 10 kills, and ROX, they're gonna dash the North American hope. CLG bow out of the tournament, and ROX hold on to that potential first we thought they'd get.
wow. Kuro's last stand ended up being the final nail in the coffin, and ROX Tigers were able to take that all the way.
Such an important game for ROX Tigers. Had they lost this game, they would have been out of the World Championships. Sadly for CLG, they lost the game. They are now out. And the ROX Tigers, they get to play against Albus Nox Luna again.
5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
Intensiveness and a lot of reliance on roam and setting up plays with this team, which generally that's not what you think of when you think of Kuro.
Yeah, definitely so. Ryze is a super strong duelist. Like, if he gets it, just play super aggressive with potion advantage, with mana advantage, and look for these trades and stop the victor from getting a good back.
And A lot of poke coming out from ANX here, and oh, this is very aggressive.
Yeah, it certainly is. They've done Liquid. There's first blood. Actually, up Pina, and now Miracle going to get Dove again. Pina, can he do it once more? He can. Prey this time with a double.
Flying across multiple lanes right now for ANX.
This is so dangerous as well from Stales trying to face check Gorilla. Gonna get aggressed on once more. Prey goes in. He needs off. Doesn't land it, but here go Kuro in with the ghost. Does get it. Gets the snare just to ensure the kill. And Stales too late there, although this might be it here. Pina gets one Cocoon. Gonna land it back in there as Gorilla's trying to do what he can. Kuro will get a kill back there and take out the Rise. ROX with a tiny misstep there.
Yeah, I think he's wave clear with the laser, but getting a kill is important. Peanut, he's looking for more ganks. Sadly for him, that ward had a few seconds left to live, and actually did spot him.
And right now, Licrit.
Oh my god.
Flash and everything. Tower goes down, exactly what ROX wanted and what we talked about. When you have these winning lanes, you can just so easily pressure the tower. That's the first goal for you. Kira taking a lot of damage.
Oh, that's not good news. Clem splashes out of the way. Might be safe, but the snipes there. Prey again on point with the skill shot as he claims another victim.
Yeah, and now that's going to be Dragon. It's going to be the Cloud Drake handed over to the ROX. So lots of aggressive build paths and just aggression coming out from Tigers. And oh, Kira.
Really just getting there. Prey again doing decent damage. She's from Kira, almost blows one up, but Prey now on a rampage as Liquid's going to get chased down. Rappel is very nice. And that should line up another one. They do take the turret. Nice start. Great double binding, and there's one. But Prey will live through the day, and ROX going to keep pushing down mid.
Gets one here, but Albus, they have zero.
Moving over there. But Gorilla is here.
So they're trying to gank bot lane, but top lane as well. We have Albus trying to gank on Smeb.
Very nice from Peanut. Now's the Cocoon. He's going to protobelt in for the kill with Smeb. Maybe get caught here. Can he outplay 1v3? Not this time around. Liquid with, of course, the kill.
And we simply had two top laners pushing for the turrets without any backup. They both go down, so they trade 1 for 1, but now Kira in mid lane.
Oh, good ult there from Kira. Prey trying to make this
because of those Ionian boots. So it's not exactly a one-to-one fight, but Victor does have it.
Well, Peanut goes in again.
Also did.
Thanos trying something.
At least was insta-lock, again like last game.
Ooh, nice try. Doesn't get it this time, but Peanut again playing up an aggressive. Stales just can't really do anything about it. Gonna get himself Cocoon. Peanut wants to close the gap again, himself another kill. Moves his way down, takes one down. Mid turret goes, and it's just all gone up in flames for Albus. Nox trying to do something with Licrit, but they have to go now. And not gonna get it. ROX to kill the Drake, and actually Prey gonna go in there. Peanut, good flash there, but everyone else is coming in. I think Kuro does make it forward. Good snap there, but they found Kira. Damage is great there as Smeb rocks down the equalizer, flashes forward, and make sure the kill goes down. Stay's still gonna live, but a good hourglass there from Smeb. He's gonna save him. Gorilla takes out Stay. Has good ult there from Smeb. Does take out Gorilla, but Prey and Peanut still fighting on the other side, and that's 3 kills to 1, I believe, in favor of ROX Tigers.
Yeah, and makes a single chance to get back. The last thing maybe we can fault them for is the Baron execution. But knowing the ROX Tigers, they're probably going to be just fine. Their Licrit is caught out. He's trying to escape.
Forced to flash. Ulti is enough for Gorilla. Prey moves in. That's an easy kill for Smeb. And ANX just giving them away. Now, we haven't seen that big play to try and get themselves in the game, and they're just running out of time. Kira again getting styled on by Peanut as he protobelts in. Aggressive dive, but the damage is there. Kira barely lives and almost gets some kills. Snipes him. There was 2 ultis coming. Ultimate, you're the only one there. 3 members out of the ROX Tigers in. Stales gets blown to pieces. Prey now unstoppable.
Now ROX Tigers probably looking poised to take this Baron as there's no smite available for ANX. And honestly, Victor does not have the type of damage where he can threaten to try to steal it. So unless Peanut really messes up here, this is going to be a free Baron for the Tigers.
They do jinx it. Let's see. Cast a curse.
Easy.
Nope.
Peanut very crisp and clean there. Does get the Baron. Juggler dead means it should have been straightforward. Every ulti. You said it. It's feast or famine, Deficio.
Yeah.
You either make the big play and keep your team in the game, or win them the game, or this happens. And who's going in this time? It's no one. I love this game. Who's in the ulti? No one this time, but Smeb flashes in, takes out Miracle. Liquid maybe goes down as well. And ROX is so far ahead, though. Clean sweep, perhaps, through the back 2 games here. ANX are living for a little while longer, but ROX are going to try and end it on now.
Trying to get some kills at the fountain. The Nexus turrets are still alive. Minions are here now, and they're buffed by the Baron. 3 guys to defend on the side of Albus.
And they're all full HP, but I don't think that the tower is actually going to be able to live. It looks like there's too many minions pouring in here. Kira 19 seconds away, a Miracle 5 seconds away, but there's only 1 tower remaining.
I mean, Gorilla's tanking there with his face, but relatively tanky on the Karma. Smoke goes in, looks to the ulti, finds a couple, but the Nexus now opens. Liquid almost going to go down on ROX Tigers. Better late than never. Show up to end their tournament and finish #1 in Group A.
Yeah, definitely feels like in the end, ROX Tigers said, it's serious now. We actually almost lost our first seed and we almost lost everything.
Yeah, they almost didn't make it out of groups.
Exactly.
It would be insane.
Wouldn't even have advanced if they hadn't beaten CLG. So really seems like ROX Tigers put on a try-hard hat here in the end. Played some very serious games. Not really risking anything. Good pick and ban phases, good execution in-game. We got the Elise from Peanut again. 7-0-6 in this game, 10-1 in the other one.